I'm going to make a masala paste for the marinade. For this, take 1 small onion roughly chopped, 5 large garlic cloves, 2-inch piece of ginger, 1 green chilli. Grind everything together. I've taken about 1 kilo chicken with bone. Now if you like to do this recipe with boneless, you can do that also. The first step is to marinate the chicken pieces. For this I'm going to make a few cuts to the chicken pieces so that it marinates better. Squeeze the juice of 1 lemon. To this add 2 teaspoons of curd, freshly ground paste. Add all of it. 1 teaspoon of salt, 1/4 teaspoon turmeric powder, 1 teaspoon cumin powder, 1 teaspoon coriander powder, 1/2 teaspoon chaat masala powder, 1 teaspoon garam masala powder, 2 teaspoons red chili powder, 1 tablespoon corn flour, 2 tablespoons besan or gram flour. Mix the marinade well into the chicken pieces. I'm going to massage the chicken pieces so that the marinade seeps through the little cuts I've made to the chicken pieces. So the chicken pieces are coated well with the marinade. Let it sit for about 30 minutes. The next step is to deep fry the chicken pieces. Take a kadai, add enough oil for deep frying. The chicken has been marinating for about 30 minutes now. Once the oil is hot, add the chicken pieces one at a time. When you're frying for the first time, keep the flame on medium-low and deep fry the chicken pieces for about 5 minutes. Remove it, keep it aside. After deep frying all the chicken pieces, keep the pieces in a bowl, close it and let it rest for about 10 minutes. It's been 10 minutes now. I'm going to refry the chicken pieces. Make sure the oil is nice and hot. When you're refrying it, keep the flame on medium-high and refry it for 30 seconds. Once the chicken pieces are nice and brown, remove them from the oil. Serve it hot. So I have about 250 grams of boneless chicken. They've been cut up into small pieces. I'm just going to season it with some salt. Next add freshly ground pepper. Add 1/4 teaspoon of garlic powder. Add 2 tablespoons of maida or all-purpose flour. So just make sure that the pieces are nicely coated. So this is done. Keep this aside. I'm going to make some fresh breadcrumbs. For this, you can take either white bread or brown bread. Toast the bread, cool the bread completely, put it into a blender and make the breadcrumbs. Now the breadcrumbs are done. Keep it aside. You can make these breadcrumbs in batches and store it in an airtight container and leave it in the refrigerator and use them whenever you need to. To this I'm going to add some Italian seasoning. I'm just adding a little chili flakes. Now this is optional. Just mix everything together. The seasoned breadcrumbs are ready. So crack open 1 egg and gently whisk it. The next step is to dip individual pieces into the egg wash. Make sure it's fully coated. Next, roll it onto the breadcrumbs. Make sure the piece is completely coated in the breadcrumb mixture and keep it aside. Heat some oil in a kadai. Once the oil is hot, gently drop the chicken pieces into the oil. Keep the flame on medium throughout and deep fry the chicken pieces. Deep fry the chicken pieces till they are a nice golden brown color. You can see the chicken pieces have got a nice golden brown color. You can see the crunchy exterior. You can serve them with some nice ketchup or mayonnaise by the side. I have 300 grams of boneless chicken that I've cut up into small pieces for this recipe. Now the first step is the marination. Add 2 teaspoons of ginger garlic paste, 1/4 teaspoon turmeric powder, 2 teaspoons salt, 1 tablespoon chili powder, 1 teaspoon coriander powder, 1 teaspoon cumin powder, 1/2 teaspoon pepper, 1/2 teaspoon garam masala. Mix everything together, make sure all the chicken pieces are coated with the masala. Now I'm going to add the beaten egg. To this add 1 tablespoon rice flour, 2 tablespoons corn flour, just a pinch of food coloring. Now this is optional, if you don't want, you don't have to add this. Mix all the ingredients well into the chicken. So now I've marinated the chicken. The key to this recipe is the marination, which is a minimum of 30 minutes. You can leave it even for about an hour. The next step is to deep fry the chicken pieces. Take a deep kadai, pour enough oil. Once the oil is heated, add the chicken pieces one by one. Deep fry till you get a nice golden brown color. Keep the flame on medium throughout. So now we've deep fried the chicken pieces. The chicken 65 is actually ready. Now I'm just going to garnish it or maybe temper it a little bit, adding a few other ingredients just to give the little punch to the chicken 65. Take a pan, add a little oil, add a teaspoon of chopped garlic, a few ginger juliennes, a few green chilies slit, a few curry leaves, so I'm going to add the fried chicken. Just quickly toss it. Turn off the stove and serve it hot. You can get a copy of our first edition of the home cooking book on 21 Frames.